The Catholic Church, 1879. The Anglican Church, 1877. You know when they came? They are registered under the Trustees Incorporation Act, which is Ministry of Lands. Can you imagine a church registering under lands? What does land register? What does land register? Land registers land, isn't it? It gives people titles, isn't it? Now is the church a land alone? That is how the Church of Uganda, my church, the Catholic Church, that's how they register traditionally. And that's a colonial arrangement. Because when they came for them, they used Napoleon's objective. You know Napoleon, how many of you did history? He said, and I quote, the objective of war is victory. The objective of victory is occupation. Now, that is why you have Rubaga for the Catholics, occupying space. Namirembe for the Anglicans, occupying space. Chuburi for the Mosque. So the space was the one that was registered. So the government doesn't know our mandate. So this policy comes to streamline. Now, the born again is Mujamene now, you know that. Pentecostals. How many of you are born again and Pentecostals here? There is no problem, put up your hand. They are registered under the NGO board. Am I wrong, sir? Yes. The NGOs. Now, are churches NGOs? Are they NGOs? You can register an NGO as a church to do orphans, to look after orphans, for you many projects. Yeah. But doesn't mean that you as a church are an NGO. Number 3, the Muslims, look at me. They register under companies limited by guarantee. So they are companies. What does the company do? And that is under Ministry of Constitutional Affairs. That is Muslims. The born again is under the Ministry of Internal Affairs, because NGO board is under Internal Affairs. And then the Church of Uganda and the Catholics under Ministry of Lands. Fragmented registration. And yet our work is spiritual. Our work is to bring people closer to God and also create a healthier relationship between man and man. Isn't that the mission of the church? Banange. Do you see what, am I talking? Yeah, talking. Am I talking? Well. You need something to allow you to participate, not to remain in your cocoons that we are Anglicans and the Church of Uganda. Doing what? See? So another thing is to promote unity. Because people use pulpits to attack others. Even Pentecostals attack one another. Even the Muslims attack. Now, you know, I was making the people in Omoro to laugh. I was telling them that Mahatma Gandhi, who is Hindu, you know Mahatma Gandhi, who made India become independent in 1947. He was a Hindu. And he said, Christianity would have been the best religion if it were not for these Christians. Have you listened to that? Can I repeat that? Christianity would have been the best religion if it were not for these Christians. And then I told the Omoro people, I said, even Muslims, Islam, because I did Islam and I'm a priest, and I got a distinction in Islam. Islam in itself means peace. Now how can peace create? Do you know that Islam has been at war in the whole world? Yeah. So similarly, Islam would have been the best religion on earth if it were not for these Muslims. Are we together? So therefore, the policy coming in to create unity among the faithful, is it a bad policy? We remain Muslims, we remain Pentecostals, we remain, you don't have to be one. No. But have one goal, you know, and don't fight. Don't kill one another. I'm telling you people, there is a book that I read. I'm an old man, I told you. Its title was In God's Name. How many of you have ever read that book, In God's Name? It was written actually by a Catholic priest. And it is out of print because it is dangerous. It exposed religion, people killing in the name of religion. In God's name. Anange. Are we together? Yeah. So the frequently asked questions, number 1 and 2, what are the religious faith organizations? As I told you, that word was coined because of confusion. Some don't want to be called religious. Are you religious? Are you religious?
No.
He's not. He's born again. Now let me Muslims. Are you faith-based? Are you faith-based, sir? You are what? You are religious. It is very true. So actually that is where the problem is. So we said to bring them together, we have religious and faith. What are the major principles of the policy? The policy will go ahead. Now integrity, accountability. That's why we're here. We are here for integrity and accountability. And if it begins in the churches and mosques, oh, heaven will come on earth paradise. I'm telling you, there will be no corruption. If the churches become corrupt-free, and they enhance that through their families, oh, my friend, you will not talk of corruption in Maracha. I'm telling you the truth. They will be the drivers. Because for them, they will build strong children in their families. Not waiting for the RDC to come and repair the broken men. By the way, even mindset change, which is a government program now, program 18, can ably be done by the churches and mosques. But that is when the churches and mosques are corrupt. Are we together? The other day Nicholas was asking us a fundamental question. Is there no corruption in the churches? And some of the clergymen were saying, no, there is no corruption. Actually, there is corruption in the churches. So number 8, what are institutional framework? Go ahead. That one is for knowledge. Is the policy going to regulate? Number 9, no. A big no. This policy is not going to regulate. Why? Because the constitution is very clear. It gives freedom of worship. So therefore the constitution cannot contradict itself. Government can't contradict itself. They have a constitution that allows freedom of worship, Article 29, 1C. And then you come and say you are regulating with the policy. The policy is not here. It is only coming here to put our house in order. Set guidelines of how we can work together. Set guidelines. If you want to start a church, what should be on the ground? If you want to start a mosque, what should... But not people sleeping with their wives, dreaming at night, waking up one day, you begin a church. Even near bars. You know what I'm talking. Maybe in Arua it's not like that.